was last year now? December, yeah. I couldn't quite remember if it was last year or this year. Yeah, that was hella dope. I got a couple tracks from that in the mix up tonight.
Love.
There was 1 or 2 videos of that project. There was one video.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we actually did an article up about that.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Love again.
Yeah. I ain't trying to big ahead. I was just trying to remember. Like.
Nah. I remember.
I think we did an article on that.
Yeah. I think we,
I don't remember a share. Like. I'm playing.
I checked before.
What's coming up? Because I'm super interested. Because that project was dope. I'm hella looking forward to hearing what you got for us, like Cypher and Bars tonight.
Yeah.
I spanned for Buddy Ryan at the Scheme Show last week as well, and dude's got bars for light years, man. So
man.
What's coming up, man? I know you got something.
Man, there's always something. You know, you always got to be creating something. And it sounds similar to what you were saying, where you just have a lot of material. Especially now, I think I've been creating daily, you know, literally either writing or recording something. So a lot of different vibes, a lot of different moods, but just figuring out what works best and then putting it together, upgrading equipment, you know what I mean? So just really sharpening tools, but some visuals coming.
Sick.
Yeah, man, just a few things, but I'm so in that creative space that's where all my energy is going. But yeah, we got, again, some visuals and a project coming. I'd say definitely by the end of this year.
Sick. Sick. And you're out here, I guess this is going to be, a lot of the people watching this is probably going to be a lot of their first exposure to you out here as well.
Yeah.
So 4 years you've been out here?
Yeah.
LA?
Yeah, so I grew up in Connecticut, which is on the East Coast.
Yep.
Like an hour and a half drive from New York. So, you know, that's how close it is. Small states. I lived there till I was 18, where I moved to LA for school. College, lived out there for 7 years. Then I came out here. So grew up on the East Coast. So again, that was a time, you know, where East Coast, West Coast stuff was like the after effects were real. So personally, I grew up not really listening to like Tupac.
Hey, okay.
I don't really know Tupac songs. I have nothing against Tupac. I dig them. I know some, you know what I mean, like the big ones. But I got homies who know every Tupac song.
Yeah.
I know every Biggie song. You know what I mean? Because nobody played Tupac.
It's crazy.
So, but then I move out west and it's Tupac Central and E40 and house parties, and it's just like culture shock, and I'm like, fuck, because it's so different. So the clash or rather the blend of both coasts is beautiful, man, because there's now you can't tell a certain sound from whatever side you're from or wherever you're from in the world, and I think that's dope because everybody's connecting. But yeah, man, it's like a blend of things, and it's dope. So then I came out here. Been out here for 4 years and put my first project out from here. So I never dropped anything in America.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Do you have homies back home like bumping your stuff or being in touch with your shit?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Because that'd be weird, like, I guess being from the States, that a lot of people from here are trying to reach, and then dropping your first shits like while you're out here.
But that's the misconception that people have. That, you know, like, look what we're doing. It's the internet, bro. It's like, come on, you don't have to be anywhere specifically to reach the world. Australia and America are pretty much, we see the same shit on social media. You know what I mean? The same consciousness, if you would, you know? So you can be wherever. True. If you got to do a business meeting, that's different. You got to go there, you know? But it doesn't matter where you are. I never made music when I was there. I was in school. I was grinding in school. I met a dude who worked for Interscope, who's at A&R. We were just homies. We'd work out at the gym together. And he challenged me to like write a song one day. And I'm like, I fucking write a song, Brady. You old. He's like an older dude, you know? So wrote my first song just trying to prove him wrong. And he was like, that's kind of good. We should go to the studio. Now, all my life, I used to freestyle with the homies or like write poems, you know? I was always good with words, but I never made music. So that was right before I left. Wrote that song. We went to the studio. I'd been in studio sessions with The Game, homies with Lupe Fiasco. Like, so I've seen things, but I never made music till I came out here. I had all these ideas. Linked up with some local dudes got Gray going, which was end of last year, and now we're just moving, man. But I don't know. I guess it hit me late, but shit, still grinding with it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Hell yeah. Well, I normally would throw to like a third or fourth panel guest and ask questions and do that, but as I said, the homie Filibuster couldn't make it down to Melbourne tonight. But what he has done is he's been grinding away. I know he's got so much music, it's ridiculous. He sent me one of his unreleased tracks. It is called, let me catch it, I got it right here. No, I don't. I think it's called Sad or Who Are You or something like that. I don't even think he's decided on the final name of it, to be honest. Like, he sent me 2 different names in the email, and so I always did like one / the other, and I'm not quite sure which one it is, bro. But here's an unreleased track from Filibuster. It's called like Sad or Who Are You. My man Sonic Vibe's gonna spin that for you right now. So check this out. Unreleased from the man's Filibuster. Let's go. Get it.
Who the fuck are you, yeah? Try to fight a girl, but that shit won't do, yeah. Who the fuck are you? I don't tell the truth, yeah. She said I said I do too, yeah. Who the fuck are you? Why can't I get through, yeah? Now I'm over you. Fight like red and blue, yeah. Who the fuck are you? I wasted my youth, yeah. That don't make us new, yeah. You help me see in the dark. You help me get on my way, yeah. You let me right in the face. Tell me that you can wait, yeah. Think I'm in love with the moon. She help me see in the dark, yeah. Tell her that I'll be home soon. I'll bring her fire sparks, yeah. Flashlight, spotlight, you good, I'm right. I hit my stupid all night. We fall way back, I might just die. We could break up, feel good, got mine. Who the fuck are you, yeah? Try to fight a girl, but that shit won't do, yeah. Who the fuck are you? I don't tell the truth, yeah. She said I said I do too, yeah. Who the fuck are you? Why can't I get through, yeah? Now I'm over you. Fight like red and blue, yeah. Who the fuck are you? I wasted my youth, yeah. That don't make us new, yeah. Bang my chest like I'm King Kong, I go gorilla. Jeffrey Dahmer said, oh man, that boy a killer. And I can't really understand how you could be with just one man, unless that man be say his name and he go filler. I do this shit for myself and you so the money. I take your bitch in and we laugh cause that shit funny. I see your hair grow way back when I stop starting and maybe I see you swinging up your neck like you a dummy. Oh, yeah. And I say, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, yeah? Try to fight a girl, but that shit won't do, yeah. Who the fuck are you? I don't tell the truth, yeah. She said I said I do too, yeah. Who the fuck are you? Why can't I get through, yeah? Now I'm over you. Fight like red and blue, yeah. Who the fuck are you? I wasted my youth, yeah. That don't make us new, yeah. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, yeah.
Now I'm poppin', losing it, watching now.
Set it off red light, green light, go. 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 Set it off red light, green light, go.
Yesterday, found myself lying on the floor, but I got up again.
Hey, how you doing, baby? You look mighty fine, I figured I might come your way and roll up on you with that golden ticket. Shawty, can I get your digits, maybe? I guess I gotta flex on, flex on, flex on. Remember when I was around? Never would you hear me out.
Hey, so there we are. That's the Cash of the Week. Shout out Filibuster's unreleased track there that we spanned. That's an exclusive right there on $80. Yeah. Shout out everyone in the Cash of the Week there. I'm going to bring it back to the panel now and we're going to vote on our Cash of the Week and why. Kwasi. I'm
I gotta go with Mango.
you, man. It's
That's
Mango.
a no-brainer for me.
That bangs.
Yeah,
eh?
just that crazy voice, the beat's heavy as hell. I just want to go crazy with that. That was dope.
Shout out Mango. We got his newest track as well, H2O, in the mix up tonight. So you're gonna be able to catch that
Where's
in
he
a minute too. I'm pretty sure he's from Melbourne, to be honest.
True. Okay.
I'm gonna apologize if I'm wrong though, because I'm not 100% sure on that. I think he's from Melbourne though. Yeah. Hit me up if you jump in the comments if I'm wrong and tell me where it's at. Someone's gonna yell at me in this room and I'll tell them that it's where he's really from. If it's not from Melbourne,
Let them know.
Shouts out. Also, if you hashtag an $80 on Twitter, we can bring that stuff up on the screen. So go hard on that shit.
Let them know.
All right. So, Buddy Ryan, your catch of the week.
Was that the first track that played?
Second, I think. Second was Sadiva.
Does anybody know?
Sadiva first, and then it was the
that
second
first one. Ooh, that was crazy.
The beat?
That was hard.
The one with like the pink on the
whatever
screen.
The first one was.
The very first one?
The dude was standing there.
Oh, the poppin' one? Is that what you're talking about?
Bro.
No, there was a track before. There was a track before.
There was a dude just standing there.
That was Mango.
No, I swear there was a track before.
Yeah, Sadiva was before.
Was minutes.
Yeah.
It would have been the first one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sadiva.
Sick.
Yeah.
I thought it was a chick standing there in the picture though.
No.
It was a dude, yeah.
Was it pink?
How much
was it
weed
like
you
pink?
smoked, man?
No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. No.
Shit. No,
you don't want the answer to that question, dog.
Not appropriate.
Everything's appropriate on $80.
Hey.
So was it like a pink, or was it like a dude standing in front of some like flowers or some shit?
Yeah, that was it.
Told you, dog. It was Mango. It was Mango.
Oh, it was Mango. The real hard, like the heavy kind of trappy joint?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is Mango.
Yeah, okay, cool. Now we know.
Yeah, I know. I thought he said the first one.
I thought it was the first one.
Well, it seems like it's unanimous and Mango taking the catch of the week then, right?
Yeah.
I think he was holding a mango in his hand in the picture.
That's what
was he really?
Yeah, it was
random as fuck.
I love Mango. I love Mango too.
Dude's getting like the biggest plug on the show.
I don't eat mangoes.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with you.
He does not eat mangoes.
Wait. Let's not make this about a taste buds, okay?
What don't you like? It describe the.
I don't know, bro. It just doesn't taste good.
Shit,
it just doesn't taste good to me. I like other fruit.
Do you like blueberries?
I like blueberries.
Man's is getting cancelled on $80 because he doesn't like mangoes.
Yo.
She's getting crazy now.
That means it's more for y'all, but I don't fuck with mangoes.
Damn.
Whatever.
I feel some type of way.
Whatever. Come on.
I liked you before that.
This is hard to decide in the cash of the week, man. It's crazy in here.
Sorry to disrupt the piece.
That's cool. We're about to get deep though, so let's jump back into this. We were talking before about your growing up in America, the sessions that you were in, and coming over here. And one of the biggest things that's, I guess, as a movement on Australia's mind at the moment, as a movement like totally in hip hop, I guess trying to globalize the movement, get out there to the world, is the hustle of places that have already done that. So for instance, the birthplace, America, the hustle of the artists over there. Kwasi, yourself, you've done some sessions over there as well?
Yep.
Yeah. In LA?
Yeah.
Where in LA again?
I believe it was, where's all the joints? Where all the like Hollywood shit? West Hollywood? I think it's in West Hollywood.
Beverly Hills. He was in Calabasas.
I was with the Beverly Hills Ninja.
Well, me, myself, as well as probably like 99.
It's all right. Recording, apparently.
Me, myself, as well as like 99%, I guess, of musicians out here haven't been to the States, haven't done musical work over there, don't know what the hustle's like. And, you know, there's a lot of people grinding out here. We recognize that there's a grind like there's never been before in the hip hop movement out here. What does it look like over there? What does it feel like over there? Yeah.
People are like more headfirst into stuff. They're like Australians. I find Australians were super humble. We don't like talking ourselves up. Whereas Americans are like built into them. They're like confidence first.
Yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah.
Like just like boom, like this is what I do. Boom, like straight in your face, like bang, 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 like that. And then Australians are like kind of chill back. We don't really like talk stuff up, and we like to laugh at ourselves. That was one of the main things I noticed when it came to like work ethic.
And you feel like that affects the culture and affects.
No, I wouldn't say effects, man. I think they both have their. To me, the balance between the two is what's perfect, because you can fuck yourself up if you take yourself too serious sometimes.
For real.
You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, when you're creating and stuff, it's like your inner child. You want to be able to like be free. But yeah, that's probably one of the things I kind of noticed about it. Like they're definitely like mean business. It's like they go in and boom.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because think of the actual money that's in it over there as opposed to here, the population that's over there, the backing, like it, you know, you'd know more about this than me, but they back their homies. Like, you know, if someone in their city is shining, they get behind them. Like that's their person. Over here, we kind of like, I've got homies from school and stuff. They know I rap and they're psyched about it, but it's not like a cultural thing. It's not like, you know, damn, bro, like we doing this, we're on and shit.
It feels a bit like taboo to support your homie unless he already made it over here. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
We're a real. My view on it is we're a fair kind of baby country. We've always been a little bit sheep. Like I'm like that too. We've always looked to America for what's cool, what to wear, what to sing about, what to do. So it's just kind of built into us to kind of like look somewhere else to go, oh yeah, that's cool. All right, sweet. Let's go on to that.
Yeah, we don't really make our own like lane and then like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, it's very rare. So that's why I think I always like to look back at what, even though I didn't grow up listening to the Aussie hip hop stuff, people seem to love that for some reason and get pretty passionate about it. And even though that's not necessarily my influence, it is cool to see that there is backing like that for that kind of area. And it's like, oh damn, okay. So it's still, I guess it's that idea of like, how would that happen for the new wave stuff?
Yeah, totally. I'll come back to that because I think that's a really good point to touch on, definitely. Buddy, I guess you've experienced, you said you were in some sessions with some big artists while you're over in the States, also growing up there your whole life. How does the music industry and also like the hip hop community and the hustle of rappers and artists and producers over there feel in comparison to what you felt over here?
I think it's interesting what you were saying. I really don't see a difference now. I think the narrative of there being a difference came from 10 years ago. From a time where the internet wasn't everything. You know what I mean? So when I hear that, I don't understand. What I see is the craft. What people in America see is the craft. So it's one thing to copy or to sound like who you're not. I think in the genre that we're working in, hip hop or rap, however you want to flip it, to be authentic is everything in America, right? So I don't care if you Australian, where the fuck you from. If you talk a certain way and you could still talk trappy shit, talk like that. But if you're trying to not be yourself, that always shines through. You know what I mean? So what's convenient about being in America is it's such a you don't even have to be in the hubs like California or New York, but there's more people, one, and there's more of a community for it, right? There's less people here. So because of that, you get more opportunities per se. But again, you take it back to the craft. You could be, all right, you could be born in America or go live somewhere in a fucking random ass spot and not pop. You know what I mean? Or you can, it doesn't even matter where you are. It's about the craft. You know what I mean? So perfect your shit. You got the internet. You could create your vision and people will come to it. Like, fuck, where you from?
Because at the end of the day, the music will speak.
Exactly, bro. That's the main thing. It's just like,
if you got good shit, people will find you.
Yeah, they're gonna find you every time.
Yeah.
So it don't even matter, I feel.
But I guess the idea is though, if you have less people, which means you have less of a chance to build a business around something of a niche. So if you have a niche sound in America, it seems like they have the population to fulfill, like you said, there was a West Coast sound, there used to be an East Coast sound and things like that. I still think that over there, it's just, there's more chance for something that's a bit off to the side for it to do well, if we're talking about, I guess, success or not success.
Oh, definitely. So that does affect the success as well. But what I'm saying is that doesn't stop you from perfecting the craft. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, again, even here, there's a community here. Like, I hear about artists who, you can tour here. You know what I mean? You can do stuff here, and you have to be open to going to America. It doesn't mean you're selling out or anything, but again, it's like moving to the city. You know, that's where the opportunities are. So don't look at it like become an American. As long as you being you, fuck all that. You know what I mean? But again, you are right, because that's just the way it is. Even if you were in America, you got more of an opportunity being in California as opposed to fucking Indiana. You know what I mean? That's just makes sense.
Just where industry is.
You know what I mean? It's basic, but I don't know. I still think you gotta try. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
You still gotta fucking try.
There was a really important thing that you said before, I think, and it's probably going to be real easy to touch on with Kwasi first and then bring it back was you said that rhetoric about like a difference in hustle and a different in doing things is something from like 10 years ago. And because hip hop was and is very young in Australia still, I've been in sessions in recent years with, you know, international artists that have done really well in America out here. And they've said things like, yo, this feels like at home. You know, this feels like the same vibe at home. And you said you came out here in the past, 3-4 years, and it's felt that way. I think we still feel it's progressed to a greater hustle point in these last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Have you kind of noticed in those past 3 or 4 years that, oh shit, this is starting to really feel like the hustle that I saw at home and the way people are operating and the way people are really wanting this, I guess?
No, because I think when I started to realize that it was happening.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? Because I got here when it was happening.
Cool.
I see it now, but I've been here. But overall, like, again, it doesn't make a difference. So when someone from America comes here and they say it feels like home, of course it feels like home. We're fucking artists. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
what I mean.
It's very basic shit.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter where you go. If the vibe is right, if you're creating, the energy's there, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna feel like home.
That's what's up, yeah.
Of course it feels like that here. And that's what we're doing here. You know, what was the shit? Hip Hop Connect. That shit, bro. It might sound like, when I heard it for the first time on this shit, when it was coming on, I was like, that's word. Hip Hop Connect. That means so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People who love the culture, people who want to hear shit like this, who want to hear about creativity, who want to hear about who's coming up, what's going on. Like, that's a worldly thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I guess the next place I wanted to kind of take the conversation before we move on to the next stuff is, again, just talking about, you know, hip-hop in the new age, how, you know, things are these days. Someone that's obviously constantly taking the headlines and is doing a real good job of it, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Super in the headlines, constantly antics, constantly. But what it has done, actually, first, before I get that, let's get a hot take. What's your take on Tekashi 6ix9ine?
It's just entertainment, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, he's
Sick.
just funny.
Yeah.
He's I don't know. I
was gonna start talking. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put the spot on you guys."
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't really heard a song of his that I listen to, but I like watching him visually. He's funny and shit,
Yeah.
and he says some dumb shit. Right?
yeah,
I just love how it's like that classic, like, super young, do some dumb shit. Everyone watches you do it, and then come back and apologize about the dumb shit and talk about how you're like a good dude now. It's pretty funny.
yeah.
I feel like he's like walking a very tight rope. Like,
Oh yeah, bro.
like it's just.
That's
like,
why. So
I'm
that's why it's
fuck
so
with what he's
attractive,
doing,
though, isn't it?
And it's
Like,
very entertaining.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if he does something to the wrong person, like that's
yeah,
it.
he's
Well, he
he's
got done
rolling
earlier
the
this week.
Like,
You
yeah,
guys-
he just got.
bro.
you guys
fucking
caught that? He
pistol
got
whipped
like
on,
pistol
Yeah,
whipped and
I'm
kidnapped
not
and robbed and
surprised at
shit,
all,
like,
though.
yeah.
I'm like,
I know, but like, yeah.
I'm not surprised. It's just.
I'm looking in these eyes down the end of the table. And I'm keen to
You
hear the
know,
tape.
it's a lot going on right now in the world, especially with dudes like that, man, who make music but get the majority of their following from the stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
exactly my
yeah.
point.
And then what about the people who create? It's so difficult to get noticed.
That's like my point. I
but
wanted
if
to
you do
talk
stupid,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about like the influence of, as you exactly said,
Yeah,
doing
bro.
stupid shit is where he's getting a lot of his followers, and that's transferring to the music.
Mm.
The age of social media in hip hop now, like it's absolutely rampant in hip hop. You even see Lil, like, what was that, Lil Tay or some shit,
yeah, yeah,
even
yeah,
becoming
yeah,
like.
yeah.
I feel like just being relevant in conversation within the culture means that, okay, that's definitely having an influence of some level, like,
Yeah.
on the culture. Even, like, yeah, it's so evident that kids like Lil Tay and what are those idiots like,
The Windex.
what, Lil Win and, Vicky or some shit like
No
that as
idea.
well, you know what I mean? Like, how important is social media? Well, it's evident how important social media is. It's having a massive influence. How do you guys think it's affecting stuff? And how do you guys too feel like it's affecting you guys as artists, like having to hustle in those areas? And do you guys put a bit of thought and work into those areas as well as, cause, you know, we do music videos for marketing.
Yeah.
We do interviews for marketing. You guys are here right now to get some like press and marketing and stuff. How much time and effort do you guys put into your social media? And do you guys feel the influence of that within the culture, like worldwide, I
Man,
guess.
It's interesting you say that because I had a realization this year where it's like, I used to put a lot of time into it, but I think now I don't stress it too much anymore
I
because
dig
like it's like the outcome you get from it after a certain point is like don't even worry about it, like actually enjoy your life. And I think that's even when you're not an artist, like just in general, like sometimes you have to step back and be like, holy shit, like, you know, it's like the classic, I think Drake said it in one of his new, like about how we genuinely go out on a holiday these days to show other people where we are. Like we all
I'm
do
gonna
it.
step in and say when I heard that bar, I got up and
all
walked out of the room
do
because it
it.
was the corniest shit I've ever heard.
It's
But I hear your
corny,
point.
but it's
corny, but
so
it's
true,
true.
man. It's so
100%
true though. We are
Yeah,
we
yeah.
genuinely, and I think we've all. It's not bad to impress other people.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what makes us human. Like, you know, we want to like social standards. We want to impress other people, but it's to the point where it's actually at the expense of your own happiness when
Definitely,
it's too
man.
much. Like when it's too much. So my take is someone like Tekashi, right? If he is actually fucking up his life to get this press, it's going to turn out bad for him, and all the people watching and laughing got a great show. If he's planned it out where he's set up for life and he's not actually fucking up his life, he's the genius.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For real. You even see someone like at, I guess, Kanye West's level and like Good Music's level doing an entire like 7-album rollout purely from some tweets. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the impact of that, like who would have ever fucking thought like an album rollout for someone that big would be some tweets, and
That's
that's what
crazy,
that's
yeah.
what would go crazy. Like, I'm keen to hear your perspective on
Oh
shit, bro.
man, it's that's just the way the world is working right now, and there's nothing you could do about it. You know what I mean? So with someone like Kanye, or even people like J. Cole or Beyonce or someone mega like that, they drop projects without notice. It's crazy, you know what I mean? But people pick up on it by the minute, by the hour, because of social media. So for me, I think, to be honest, it's difficult. Like, I hate that realm.
I feel like most artists feel that, but then feel like it's a necessary evil.
A real head
it
turner
is.
for me was when it's like you just like, actually let me just do this for the few who do actually care. And I think that's when it starts being a bit better. You know what I mean? Because you want those real connections, right? You just want,
you do.
like, whether it's 1,000 people, whether it's 10 people, you just want, you know, you find those people that are like genuinely into what you're doing, and then you just like start that conversation, and I think that matters more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also a certain level I feel like you have to apply to social media these days on top of the music. You know what I mean? It has to be another hustle.
Yeah.
It can't just be the product. It can't just be the music, because there's so much going on. Even great projects, great albums that come out, they last for days.
It's getting missed, yeah.
Days.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
there's so much
It's so-
content out there.
It's so unfair,
man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't sit and like enjoy anything.
No.
We might come back to it maybe, but it's just like fuck,
If
because
it's not
there's
in
so
the
much
hype,
going
if there's
on.
no hype, you can't talk about it to your homie because they're not all hyped.
Because
on it.
what was that? You know when that Jay-Z and Beyonce album dropped?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Carters.
Something happened, like a day or two, or that same day or something, and no one even was like speaking about that album.
Maybe Nas.
Nas album the day before.
Nas was
It
the
was,
same
it was
day.
something like that, but then like literally, you'd think Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped the album, everyone's gonna be talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
didn't hear shit.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy
People
to
spoke
think
about it for
someone
like a
on that
day.
level,
Like
hey.
literally, not even
Yeah.
a day. I was like a week later on that. I didn't even fucking realize. it was
Nah, I
out.
think also to that though, I think it's a testament of what's going on, what people want to hear. Sales numbers wise, it didn't do good.
Is this the Jay-Z
You
Beyonce
know,
one?
yeah.
Well, I know that
So-
Jay-Z and Beyonce don't watch this show, so I'm gonna say there was a Migos song, and I have heard
The original
the
Migos is way better
version.
too.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Yeah, there's a version out there of that
Yeah.
beat,
It's
and
so-
Migos straight over it, and like
Yeah.
I said it as soon as it dropped, and like
My mum texted me about
I feel like
that.
that's why it
She's
didn't
like-
pop as well.
My
That
mum
was just a
texted me,
Migos
she's like, you
genre.
know that's a Migos song? I'm like, oh, is it, mum? She's like,
is it, mom?
she's like more on the pulse than me, bro.
Yeah, dude, I listened to it the other
That's
night, and I was like, yep. Because I was
Yeah.
listening to Beyonce's verse, I was like, oh, there's Takeoff. There's Offset's flow. Oh, she's doing
Hey.
Quavo
You feel like
now.
she
Like,
should
she's
stop
just jumping
rapping over
between
like
them,
trap beats.
What's that?
I reckon like she should probably stop rapping over like, or trying to rap over like trap
Oh,
beats.
you about to start some fights?
I don't know. Man.
Yeah, bro. Like, the comments are going crazy.
Yeah.
man. Since we I don't even have a segue. I was gonna try a segue. I don't even have one, man. I ain't lying. We're gonna talk about the Vault Ciphers now. We're gonna jump in to talk about the Vault Ciphers. So Kwasi was part of that. The upcoming Vault Cipher that's dropping Monday is produced by Hefner. And we're gonna show, before we jump into the Vault Ciphers and talk about your feature on the first one as well, let's show you guys the beat that Hefner's got coming for us on Monday and reveal the group to you guys as well. So if production team want to take that away, let's get it.
Yo, what's happening? This is your boy M-A-double-N Man, and you are checking out the Vault Ciphers. Australia, let's make history. Check out Group 4.
So there it was there, that beat by Hefner, hard as fuck. Also, Hefner was down on the day and he DJ'd that cypher as well. So we just revealed for you there, that's coming Monday. In that cypher is K from the Gremlins, the homie Craigie Wave, young Dreddy Main from Sydney, the bro Midas Gold from Brisbane, and your man's finally dropped some bars as well for you guys up 2 seasons. So I was in that one too. So check me out, bro. I had to do it. I couldn't bring 20 of you motherfuckers from around the country into one place and just sit back.
Just for real.
Yeah, I had to do
Just
it.
like sitting in the corner, like itching, like.
Hey.
Yeah, hard, bro.
I'm keen to see these bars, bro.
There it is.
You didn't pop in. Were you there for that one?
Everyone was kind of outside.
Yeah,
remember?
everyone was chilling around and stuff as well. Let's talk about your cypher, bro.
Yeah.
Even just the day as well. How was it for you, man?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
it was fun. I didn't know it was gonna be such a big production thing and there was gonna be so much crew there and shit. But it was cool, bro.
Yeah,
it was a fun day.
Have you ever done anything like that before?
Like plenty of ciphers and like
in
little
the car park and shit.
videos and stuff, but nothing like that. Yeah, that was
sick.
cool, man.
Sick.
Yeah.
Would you be interested to like do some more shit like that eventually in the future?
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hit me
cool.
up.
I'm just checking.
Hit me up
bro.
on the email.
I was checking. Were you there for? Did you manage to catch any of the other ciphers on the day?
I saw a few or heard them out the front.
Yeah,
a little bit of them.
So who we've got left in the cipher so far, who hasn't been revealed, as I said, Midas Gold, Young Dreddy Main, Craigie Wave, Kay, myself, Zach Lewis, Nettie, both the guys from Silo, and Mike Wang, who
Sick.
haven't yet to come. Who you guys probably most keen on seeing?
It'd probably either be K or Mike Wang.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Gremlins are crazy, eh?
Yeah, Gremlins are dark.
It's difficult.
How about yourself?
Difficult situation. Man, I gotta keep it legit and go with Silo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, gotta rock it.
Julian and Sebi were both in the same cipher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's gonna be hella dope.
Yes.
Hella dope.
Yes.
Alright, Vault Cipher discussions. Last week as well, we had Gianna Beth, Olive Amon, and JJ DeMello, and the beat was produced by Divine. Did you guys manage to catch that?
I haven't seen that.
You need to do your homework, bro.
Come on.
I'm fucking with you.
It wasn't on the email. And shit,
That's my bad then. That's my bad. Have you managed to catch any of the
I
ciphers
watched
that
that
dropped?
joint.
Do you enjoy it? Who do you?
Stickers. He
It
did
was-
his
it-
homework.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta make time. Hey, you gotta make time for these things. You gotta make time.
How'd you vibe it?
I'm not sure which one it was exactly because I watched a few. Was that the one with the chick?
We've had two with females.
She had like the beads.
Yeah, that was the
He
latest
hasn't
one.
watched it, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro,
Look,
bro.
he's just trying to make me look bad. And he's
I'm like taking stabs.
yeah, the one with
Was
the
that the one
Which one was it?
with the beat and the people, right?
He's doing some like fortune telling stuff where he's just
rapping
chipping away.
words. Someone was
Yeah.
rapping, weren't
It
they?
was
And they were-
rhyming and stuff.
Yeah, and there was rhymes, right? Nah, it was the one with the chick with the beads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought she was dope. She
Yeah.
caught the vibe, man. I was surprised to see that.
Just like scatting along with
That
it
was
and stuff
cool.
like
Who was
that.
that?
I dig that.
Gianna Beth.
Gianna
Oh,
Beth,
Gianna
yeah.
Beth.
Yeah, that was dope. Dig
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna have to get you in there sometime too.
Bro, let me know, G. You know.
I tell you what we are gonna do though.
Oh no.
After the mix up, which I'm about to throw to, we're gonna come back and play some beats and you're gonna rap for us.
The machito?
Unfortunately, Kwasi's got to bounce, so everyone at home, you can wave your goodbyes to him before the mix up. We love you, man. He already dropped bars for us in the Vault Cyphers, so, ain't nothing too pressing.
That's what you
right
get.
now.
Only cypher one every 6 months.
One every 6 months.
Yep.
It's been put out. I'm going to come down hard on you if I see
One
you
every
doing any ciphers out
one
there,
every 6
cuz
months,
within
bro.
that 6 month break.
You gotta lock him
I'ma
in for the
come down.
next one. That's what
Yeah,
that means.
that's right. Yeah, book the day well ahead,
Yeah,
right? You heard. Everyone out there, you heard Kwasi. New requirements, man.
Damn.
But I'm about to throw it to Sonic Vibes for the mix up. Thank you, Kwasi, my man, for coming along.
Thank you for
Don't
having
leave
me.
me hanging, dog.
Oh, I thought you were just like, thank you, Kwasi.
Oh, we fooled him on camera, so he just trying to do it back now. But what we got coming up in the segment right now in the mix up, we got JJ DeMello, Buddy Ryan, some Evander, as we said, the brand new Agung Mango in there. What else we got in there? Some crazy shit this week. We got Low Key's package as well. Some more filibuster in there. Of course, we got some Buddy Ryan tracks. We've got 2 Kwasi tracks in there as well. Make sure you're checking it out for the next 20 or 25 minutes or so with my man Sonic Vibes spinning that mix up. You can tweet at us. We're going to bring the tweets up on the screen.